It's a bit of a tough adjustment in our house, but it's good. I mean, I have two other daughters, so my oldest is very into the baby, but my middle child, not so much.
She said, just read it, because I was looking for movies that could be commercial and speak to the human experience.
Blake Lively, the once unshakable queen of Hollywood glamour, is now at the epicenter of a scandal that threatens to overshadow her entire career. The controversy ignited after her co-star, Justin Baldoni, released a behind-the-scenes video of their romantic scene rehearsal. At first glance, the footage appears innocent. Two professionals rehearsing with lighthearted banter and mutual engagement. Blake's claims tell a completely different story. She alleges the scene was a violation of her boundaries and caused her emotional distress. Public, however, isn't convinced. To most, the video portrays nothing unusual, and the divide between Blake's narrative and public perception has become the talk of Hollywood. The leaked footage paints a picture of a typical day on set. Justin and Blake practicing choreography for a romantic dance, laughing over camera angles and leaning into each other during the scene. For Justin, the video is evidence of mutual consent and professionalism. For Blake, it's proof of her discomfort. This stark contrast between their stories has set social media on fire, with fans and critics dissecting every second of the footage. Public polls show an overwhelming 90% of viewers siding with Justin, leaving Blake isolated in her claims. What was once a simple disagreement about on-set behavior has now spiraled into a full-blown PR disaster. The fallout has drawn in other voices, further complicating the narrative. Emily Clark, a co-star in the film, broke her silence during an interview, stating, "From what I saw on set, everyone seemed comfortable and professional. I didn't notice anything unusual." Her measured words were immediately interpreted as a subtle endorsement of Justin's side, with fans praising her for being candid.
Our house, but it's good. I mean, I have two other daughters, so my oldest is very into the baby, but my middle child, not so much. But we're thinking of keeping her.
Does she like play with her? What does she think?
Well, she sort of like pretends to play with her. So like in the beginning, our oldest is like loving on her, and she's like very maternal, and then our middle daughter.
Meanwhile, Justin's wife, Sophia Baldoni, has stepped into the spotlight to defend her husband. In a heartfelt social media post, she wrote, "Justin has always been the most respectful and considerate person, both personally and professionally. This portrayal of him is not only false, but deeply hurtful to our family." While Sophia's words were praised by Justin's supporters, Blake's fans dismissed them as biased, arguing that a spouse's defense doesn't carry much weight in such situations. Still, Sophia's statement has added a layer of humanity to Justin's side, with many sympathizing with the Baldoni family's ordeal. The controversy has also spilled into Blake's personal life, particularly her marriage to Ryan Reynolds. Known for his quick wit and supportive tweets, Ryan has remained unusually silent throughout this ordeal. Fans are speculating about the reason behind his absence. Is he distancing himself to avoid further complicating the situation, or does his silence hint at private disagreements? To make matters worse, rumors of tension in their marriage have been fueled by reports of Ryan skipping a recent red carpet event, a rarity for the couple. The silence from Hollywood's favorite husband-wife duo has only deepened the intrigue. Amid the swirling controversy, the film's director, Henry Caldwell, has issued a carefully worded statement.
We always tease each other. He was, after I gave birth, he was like, "Oh my gosh, if I lost you and I, went to the park with our three kids, I mean, think of the ladies I can have." This is a horrible thing to say. And he's like, "I mean, I've got a long list." And I was like, "Oh, really? Because I just have one on my list." I don't have anyone on my list.
And then it wasn't funny anymore.
No, it's so much more of a bird. He's like, "Wait, who?" And I was like, think of someone. I'll have new art. I don't know.
On social media, the controversy has become a cultural battlefield. Hashtags like Tosher Justice for Blake and Paus Stand with Justin are trending, with celebrities and fans alike taking sides.
Also more honored that because, what we're talking about is so important and so meaningful, that we're able to have this much anticipation and so many people want to go see it and are talking about it. Like, that's what I'm grateful for.
And you had a key part in bringing it to the big screen. How did this all come to be?
Well, in 2019, I read the book. I was sent the book by my book agent and friend at the time, and I was looking for films that could inspire, that were commercially viable, but also could really